This is an ordinary record. But today, I'm going to be showing you the world's most unbreakable records, including one so impossible, nobody wants to attempt it. Willingly, at least. And first, we got a shooter so fast, he set an unbreakable world record. This is Bob Munden, the fastest gunslinger in the world, and a man who really puts the quick in quick draw. See, Bob was born with a fast-twitching muscle fiber in his arm, allowing him to shoot 2 targets in 1/10 of a second. Damn, bro set a record in the blink of an eye. And so did this player, because if you shut your eyes for even a second, you might miss this goal too. That literally happened in the first 2.9 seconds of kickoff, making it the fastest goal in football history. Man, that shot was clean. Well, what this guy did to the Cardinals was straight up dirty, because that return was 100 meters, making it the longest play in NFL history. That guy was cooking. But what John Ram did here was straight up good looking, because this guy just hit one of the most incredible hole-in-ones of all time. I mean, skimming stones across the water is already hard enough, but he literally just skipped all the foreplay and went straight to the action. And that was only record 4. If you don't want to see what the most impossible records look like, stop watching. But first, I gotta show you this, because in 2001, Baron Davis hit the longest shot in basketball history, a record of which 23 years later is still undefeated.
Ashburn, who could run the baseline, Davis, that'll be counted on a shot.
Damn! There's no buzzer beater quite like sinking it from 27 meters away. But those are rookie numbers compared to this. Because in 1991, Mike Powell jumped a whole 8.95 meters to set the world record long jump. Just to give you some perspective, that's like leaping over the length of a frickin' school bus. Jesus! Nobody in 33 years has been able to outjump him. And by the looks of it, I don't think anyone ever will. But what if I told you there's one high jumper that's snatching up all the records? Because Stephon Holmes makes jumping hurdles look like a walk in the park. See, these things on the left are your average Olympic hurdles. And he's casually just hopping over ones that are double in size like it's nothing. Bro's literally Super Mario. And here he is again. Woo-hoo. Yeah. That's a 1.81 meter tall man jumping over hurdles even taller than him. I've heard of lifting your own body weight, but jumping over your own height? Now that's just ridiculous. But it's still not as ridiculous as this, because it's quite literally the most badass goal you'll ever see. Yeah, Zlatan's not your regular player, because that goal was from 27 meters away, making it the longest overhead goal in football history. Jeez Louise. But where one goalie may die from embarrassment, others may die from raw power. I mean, sure, keepers always want to prevent goals, but getting in the way of that strike would be a career ender, because that ball's traveling at 269 kilometers per hour, making it the fastest shot ever recorded. Bro didn't jump to save the shot, he jumped to avoid it. That kind of power is beyond measure. Carlin Isles' speed is beyond catching, because he's the fastest player to ever grace the game of rugby.
Carlin Isles!
See, during a game at the Cape Town Sevens, Carlin got the ball and almost ran the full length of the field in just 7 seconds, reaching a top speed of 37 kilometers an hour in the process. Yeah, give that guy an inch and he'll clear a mile. And it wasn't the only time either.
Outside, Carlin Isles!
A 100-meter sprinter holding a rugby ball is just too OP. But not as OP as the limbo queen herself, Shamika Campbell. Because she was born with no bones in her body. Well, yeah, it seems that way anyway. I mean, she's literally able to fold her body like a pretzel whilst holding 2 trays under the height of just 2 beer bottles. What a legend. And if we're talking legends, we gotta mention this guy, because his world record pushed the boundaries of what I thought was humanly possible. See, this isn't any regular handstand, because this monk's doing it with just 2 fingers. Yeah, he's only one of only 2 known people in the world who can perform this trick, by doing a handstand without any hands. What the? I've never seen anything like that. And I've never seen this before either. Because in 2022, this guy set a record for skiing down the world's longest rail at 154 meters. Jesus, this guy's gone off the rails. And I'd be lying if I told you he did it in his first try.
Boom.
Yeah, that's why Red Bull athletes are on another level. But that wasn't the only winter miracle they sponsored, because this record really supports the wings claims. But first, here's a guy who doesn't even need wings, because Sam Watson can climb faster than Spider-Man, if Spider-Man was real. Speed like that is no joke. Bro makes seasoned professionals look like rookies. Damn! A 15-meter wall in under 5 seconds. There's levels to this shit. And there's levels to planking, because Josef Szalek is the plank tank. See, back in 2023, this guy remained in this very position for an ungodly 9 hours, 38 minutes, and 47 seconds. That's 9 hours and 38 minutes too long. And look, doing anything for 9 hours is a long time. But when it's holding a plank position, that's just crazy. I'd say it's probably starting to burn a bit by now. Good news though, there's less than 6 hours remaining. And then there was only one. Until finally, a new record was set, beating the previous by a whole 8 minutes. Now that's an unbreakable record. Which is what everyone thought about Eddie Hall's 500 kg deadlift. I mean, the guy looked like he was about to explode. But that was only until a few years later, when Hafthor Julius Bjornsson topped it by 1 kilo. And I know what you're thinking, 1 kg isn't much, but compare the aftermath to Eddie's, and it soon becomes clear who's the real world's strongest man. You can't argue with that. And you can't argue with the records we got coming up either, like the highest high dive, or kayaking down a waterfall, and a record so crazy it was broken by accident. Yeah, no one in their right mind would do that on purpose. But you know what isn't a mistake? Liking and subscribing to the channel, and massive hair on a snowboard. Because sometimes a big ramp, top speed, and a massive pair of balls is all you need to make history. Man, he just launched himself 11.5 meters in the air with a snowboard. Dude had his head in the clouds.
Height is 11.533.
But Ryoyu Kobayashi got even higher, because he set out to beat the previous world record for the longest ski jump of all time at 253.5 meters, a record which was held by Stefan Kraft for over 7 years, until this happened. ...291 meters through the air. God damn! I guess Red Bull really does give you wings. But now we're jumping over to something even crazier. The highest high dive ever. Yeah, there are people out there willing to put everything on the line just to say that they did it. What you just witnessed was a 58.8 meter drop, which, FYI, is taller than the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And that's a tall structure. Embracing nature at 123 kilometers an hour, now that's one way to make a splash. I thought he was a goner in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. But I wish I wasn't lying about this next record, the highest waterfall drop in a kayak ever. See, in 2010, Tyler Brott looked at this waterfall and thought, paddling down was a good idea.
Looks good. I checked the level this morning and it's like holding even right at 2 grand. So yeah, man, I think we're in there, dude. It's just a matter of bucking up and hucking it at this point.
But yeah, man versus 58 meter tall waterfall only goes one way, right? Just in case it wasn't clear enough already, this is a trained professional in a controlled environment. Do not recreate anything you're about to see. Damn! Not only did he stick the landing, but he lived to see another day. But look, we still gotta talk about the most unbreakable record of them all.
Someone on you, man. There's someone coming. Hang tight.
The time Jamie Pierre dropped from a 78-meter cliff and almost died for it. Spoiler alert, he didn't. In fact, the only scratch he sustained was for a really dumb reason. But we'll get back to that in just a second. See, Jamie was a pioneer in the world of free skiing, and one of the most accomplished big mountain skiers in the world. But in 2006, he wanted to take his career to new heights. And let's just say, he didn't disappoint. Jamie amazingly survived the fall before skiing away with only a cut lip, which funnily enough was caused by a member of his team digging him out of the snow. Yeah, the only injury he endured was from a shovel and not the crazy drop. That should be considered the highest ski jump, right? But only 2 years later in 2008, when filming a ski movie went horribly wrong. Because while skiing down a mountain in the Alps, Fred Severson unintentionally missed his turn and skied 107 meters off of a cliff into the snow below, all while miraculously suffering no injuries. Yeah, not even a scratch lip like our boy Jamie.
Nothing bad, everything is okay, but he jumped a big cliff on the wrong place.
Just imagine unintentionally mixing up your lines and skiing off the highest cliff ever recorded by accident. That will never happen again. And neither will the record for jumping out of a plane without a parachute. Yeah, and that's just one world record. There's a whole lot more where that came from, like riding the world's tallest unicycle or flying a plane through 2 tunnels. Look, if you want to hear more, you need to click that video right here, because these world records are even crazier.